Hi, and welcome back to Optional Class, The Hallowed Dark, Act 1. As always, I'm your DM, Emma, and with me I have my 4 players and friends. Jude.
Good morn!
Wren.
It's-a me!
Rowan.
Howdy do!
And Adrien.
Ciao.
This is the weirdest opening bit we've ever done.
It's gonna keep getting weirder.
As always,
And that's a promise.
As always, like and comment on the video, subscribe, and ring the little bell for notifications. Guys, things are getting wild here. Brief recap for everybody from last episode. You guys made it through to the stronghold hidden in the woods. After some ups and downs with various investigating checks, you managed to find that the castle, or the stronghold really, isn't as old as maybe it should, or doesn't look as old as maybe it should. Did some fun stuff, found some like ancient runic markings on things, maybe found some ties to the past, some of us. And others got really held up on a piece of paper with indecipherable writing on it.
But is it held up if it's a real clue?
It was the clue. It was an actual clue.
It was the actual
Don't shame
clue.
us for solving your clues.
Get back to your fucking recap.
Like, standing there daydreaming about storybooks, so I'm 100% on their
I mean,
side.
Clary was like standing around daydreaming, staring at the ceiling.
We gotta keep moving.
Yep. So, where we left off was all of you guys. Well, Andy was still upstairs, I believe, in the tower, proper, staring out the window into maybe the direction of Embers Hollow, his home. Meanwhile, the 3 of you were downstairs on the 2nd floor in one of the bedrooms, having lit a small fire, and holding the paper above it, hoping that something would happen. And in doing so, managed to reflect the writing onto the ceiling in such a way that Clary recognized that the writing was decipherable. It was just backwards.
I'm already gone.
Oh,
You're already gone.
I'm
like
sprinting
on
down the
Yarrow's
stairs.
heels.
Does anybody get
I'm
Andy?
waiting for you. I'm gonna try to get
I'm
Andy,
yelling
yeah.
up the stairs. Andy, we found something! We found something!
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I will wait for Andy to make it down to the 2nd level.
I'm
Henry and I are at the
sprint
mirror,
back.
instantly just holding it up.
Great. So you guys get down to the mirror. I'm fully picturing like skidding in front of
Oh,
it.
hell yeah.
Almost running into
Almost
it.
feel like deck saves,
Yeah,
but not quite.
almost like one and then
Do
the
not
other.
shatter the mirror. Oh my god.
You just break the mirror. Now we can't
Ow!
read it anymore. And you hold up. So Yarrow, I'm assuming you're still holding the paper. So you hold it up. The handwriting is
Bad.
not bad, but it is like, it's like when you go back and like bring back a bit from last episode, you read the Declaration of Independence, and it's like this, like, sort of
It's
like fancy old writing. Definitely done with what looks like some sort of like fancy quill pen,
Like the one we found in the bedroom.
like the one you found in the bedroom. Big fancy lettering, big for the piece of paper it's on, which is quite small. And in the mirror reflected back at you, you see the words, "My touch did land upon the earth. In shadow's end I showed my worth. From darkness deep I brought reprieve, and in my arms those brothers grieve."
Current, present tense or past tense? Grieve.
Present.
Ooh.
I almost feel like this is written by the youngest brother.
This is an aside.
I think it's
but
the one who killed
Is-
Captain.
Is
I
this
agree.
on
The other
the
brother got Captain.
paper that I printed?
It's on one of them, but I think it's on the back of something that I can't give you yet.
I'm sorry.
Because you printed things back in front.
I'm sorry, that's just how they're auto set.
Okay. So we look at this. Nothing else on the paper?
Nothing else on the paper.
To me,
Do you have the poem?
Yeah, I have the copy of the.
Do you want regular or tea-aged?
to me this kind of sounds like the sun. Huh?
listen. So and again, I know this all from memory, and I don't have it written in front of me. Finally, there were only 4. The others all been lost to war. They stood within their hallowed cage and looked upon death's darkened stage. But eldest had a secret plan, kept from brothers lest it be banned. A sacrifice yet to be shed, for with blood spilt a blinding red, the youngest soul could then be grasped and sealed within a hallowed clasp. And so on field of battle met, the brothers few no winner set. And with broad stroke from gleaming sword, eldest severed the shadow cord. The younger fell a broken man, quickly sealed by the shaking hand. But with the fall of shadow's curse, in dark the eldest was immersed. And so he fell with younger two, in his own cage, was trapped anew. So, at this point, the eldest is the one who proved his worth in battle, and entered the darkness here, but then how could he have written this? So the dark trees are gone, and light roamed free, bringing dawn. But brothers 3 could not rejoice, or half of 8 had lost their voice. They walked once more to Castle's stand, and looked upon their newborn land. So and then the other 3 saw time pass, so they lived here.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. There's 4 bedrooms,
Okay.
3 of them are like regular, and one of them's
And one
fancy.
of them is fancy, so perhaps the oldest.
I'm getting like side-eyed by Jude.
This is maybe a crazy thing.
Is this the page?
No! This is maybe a crazy thing.
Please.
But that topographic map, it happened to have geological strata data on it, didn't it? Like, was it a geologic map? Did it have like bedding layers? What? I'm asking because the language of newborn land. I'm like, so they came back to the fortress and they went up to the top and they looked out the window, and is everything we're seeing actually new? Like, is
I have something else interesting that's not about topography. Specifically, part of the wording in the poem was about in his hand he was sealed, and in this one it has, and in my hands those brothers grieve. What if the brothers grieving isn't the 3 that's left, it's the 2 that are trapped?
Okay.
And what's the birth order of the 2 that are trapped?
Eldest and youngest.
Eldest and youngest.
Like
the
the
painting.
likely
The
the
painting.
painting. Which would then make more sense of why that is what was covering.
Yeah.
The poem and the...
So then from
Yes.
darkness deep I brought reprieve though, and in shadows end I showed my worth. So which of the brothers wrote this? Because this sounds like the eldest, but he couldn't have written it if he was trapped in the class.
well, who is living here?
Because
That's who wrote it.
the 3 remaining alive.
But there's only evidence of one person actually living in this building.
Or at least being the last one. Maybe it was hopeful. Maybe he was like, I will prove my worth. He's maybe just writing affirmations for himself. In Shadow's End, I showed my worth. Like, maybe that's it. I don't think so, but it could be.
He might be writing in the voice, because this is
In the voice of his brother?
in the voice of his brother, because like the key points the way to the cave.
Okay, wait. So far...
And where is the cage?
No. So
I want a class!
So far, we have a memory hangs, so deep within the stronghold's walls, a memory hangs in Once Bright Hall. That's the painting that was hanging in
painting
the
hanging-
once used bedroom.
Yes.
Holds the key to the longest age that points the way to the gilded cage. That one we don't know. The question lies in clear, cool gaze, so that's the mirror,
The mirror
which hears the answer in a dusty haze.
in a dusty haze.
So there's something that needs to be...
Well, there's a lot of dust here.
There's so much dust.
But
That's
I think there's a sound.
there
There
anywhere-
needs to be a sound component.
Is there anywhere?
why.
If there's a
Oh,
sound
here's the- yeah.
component,
Somewhere.
let's try. If I know
What if
anything
there's a
about,
poem here?
well, echoes, yes, but
Can we should look
what's
behind
the sound?
mirror?
Acoustics. The acoustics of the place. In the tower, that generally the round walls that
Ah.
could be designed in a specific way to
So what if
create an
create
echo?
a specific
What if
echo.
we
a
go up there and say
specific noise?
boop really loud?
Hey, they don't know that That's not magic. You're just outing me like that.
But we could try reading the
cut
poem
that.
upstairs to see what happens.
Yeah, let's just try.
And just before we
And
leave,
also, I want
tried
to
to look.
investigate-
Have we tried to look behind the mirror before?
Yeah, that was the first thing we did.
No, it wasn't.
Was investigate the mirror.
Yeah, we didn't look
Invested,
behind.
but I don't think we actually looked
Yeah.
behind it the way that we
I
did
guess,
the
yeah.
painting. Just because we've done that with literally
And
everything
while you're
else.
investigating that, I'm investigating both here, I guess starting on each floor, if there's anywhere with more dust. Because the dust is what led us to everything in the
Yeah.
first place. So
I'm
if there
just
anywhere with
gonna
more
try to
dust.
take the mirror off the wall. Okay. We're gonna check for
break
that.
it.
Sleight of hand and strength.
It's glued.
I can help you.
Okay.
Should I?
So.
Can I help her? Especially if
Emma's giving me so much grief about this. Hang on, I'm trying to figure out what I want you to do. You try use strength check to try to like move
What's
the
your
mirror.
strength, bro?
I have a 0.
I have a +1.
Can you give me help?
Well, I have the +1. I should do it.
I love how
Fine.
the tiniest one is the
I can
the
get.
strongest.
Can I help Andy?
Yeah.
I'll help Andy. You're rolling like shit.
Okay, 17.
Hey!
Okay.
On a
okay.
17, Andy, I think you managed to like kind of. It's not a wide mirror, so I think that you do manage to kind of get it. And it doesn't come off the wall. It's like
I'm
On
gonna
the
change
wall.
my tack. Because I've grabbed it here, I'm gonna change my tack, flatten my hands, and push.
you push it against the wall.
Okay.
How about try using your knife?
Wait,
Have you
your
tried
knife to
walking
sort of-
through it?
Can I investigate like the edges of the mirror? Because we looked like around the room, but we haven't actually investigated like how the mirror's
That's
attached
what
to
I
the wall.
did. Or I at least investigated the frame.
Okay.
Go for it,
But I
though.
want to know how it's attached to the wall.
Give me
Did
rather
she, like,
okay.
what?
Not an investigate check.
Arcana?
Give me an Arcana.
I'm making an Arcana check as well.
Oh, incredible.
Oh my god.
No, I'm not actually.
No, I only got a. That's only a 9.
Can I?
Go right
7.
ahead.
7.
Oh fuck.
Okay.
It's
I'm
a magic mirror though.
It's gotta be. We read it on the
We
paper. Did we clarify? We read it out loud into the mirror as
Mhm.
well. All good?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking for dust now. I'm looking
I'll
for
try
extra
something.
dust.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. What does this key unlock? No. Okay.
Can I
Okay,
take the keys
I'm looking for dust.
to the
So
mirror?
investigate.
Okay. So hang on. What is everybody doing
We saw
here?
a lot
So
of dust in the Great
we had
Hall.
3 people
Upstairs.
attempt to Arcana check this mirror to no avail.
Yeah.
Clary, you're the only one that hasn't. Do you want to try to do that, or do you want to
I'll
give the
give it a
help
try,
back, or
yeah.
do you want to
Yeah,
help
just
somebody?
give it a try.
I will give it a try, and then I'll come help with the dust search later.
Cool.
No, that's a Arcana.
Where's some
Can I see the key
kids?
again though?
That's gonna be a 7. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, we got like how many 7s did we get in that round?
3.
3.
that's a 21.
So
You know,
what-
combined.
Is it like a wooden frame? Is it a metal frame?
It is a carved. Like looking at it, it is
So-
like a carved, like wooden. It's a carved wooden and like metal frame. So it's very intricate.
And we
Okay.
haven't found anything that could be a keyhole.
Nothing that could
Okay,
be a
nothing that could be
keyhole.
a keyhole on the frame. But like, unless they glued it there, it's magic as shit.
I
Like,
So then, Clary and I are looking for areas of extra dust.
Okay, so you guys want to go do that? Are the two of you?
I'm going
are
to
you
look for
sitting in the mirror?
areas of
Left.
missing dust.
Okay.
Ah.
Okay, so
We're so particular.
Henry, you're
about
gonna
our
go look
dust.
for missing dust. Clary, Yarrow, you're gonna go look for more dust.
Yeah, especially if there's like dust
Andy,
motes
what are
in the
you gonna
air,
do?
You
This
know,
is maybe a dumb thing, but it seems like it's probably magic, so I'm gonna see how it interacts with the only magic thing I have.
Mm.
And I'm gonna take my little pebble, and I'm going to say the words and make
Huh.
it glow. Like, I don't know if that would, like, I don't know if this is gonna do anything, because, like, mostly it seems like a mirror, but we're all, like, just
See, but y'all
Yeah.
dodged me so hard for this mirror
Okay.
earlier.
I
So
was with you on the mirror. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
we were trying to see if
You
there was
were
anything
there.
funky with the
Yeah, so
reflection.
I was
We were like
looking
minding the
around
mirror.
myself in the background, and then you were
actually
judging
a
me.
magic object. We can cut this because like they don't need to know this yet. But like I don't know if the fact that this isn't actually a magic object matters or not.
just hang on.
Okay,
So
magic.
the two of you go
Yes,
upstairs.
I've been trying to find this dust for
Yeah,
so long.
I'm staying on this floor.
You're staying on the bottom floor. The two of
I-
you are going to the third floor.
Oh, I was going floor by
I think
floor.
You're
all
on
Yeah,
floor
we're
by
floor by
floor.
floor.
Okay, so you're still all on the first floor while Andy does this. I'm gonna
Yeah.
resolve Andy's stuff
Okay.
first.
I want to look at dust.
Andy, so you light the pebble
Mhm.
and do what?
First I'm gonna see like what happens if it reflects the light,
Okay.
all of that, and then if it looks normal, I want to like physically like
Yeah.
touch the magic to the mirror
Okay.
and like see if that makes
Give me
difference.
a perception check.
Okay.
Fascinating.
See, something's gonna be weird about the reflection.
I'm a type, and
Okay.
that makes me nervous.
17.
Ooh.
Finally,
Andy, I think
we can roll.
so. You cast light, hold it up to the mirror, and again, why I know random things. You hold this up to the mirror, and there is something weird. Like when you get the light close to the mirror, there is something weird about it. You see the reflection of the light, and you see the reflection to you, and as you like move the light, you can see the room behind you, and also kind of like a dark spot that kind of follows the light.
Andy, touch the glass.
We are not there. We are not watching this.
I'm gonna first see if I can make the dark spot take any kind of particular shape. Like if I move it along, does it look like anything?
No,
And
it's
is
just
it only seen in the glass, or can you see the dark?
it's only in the glass. It's only as Andy moves. It's only as Andy moves the light.
Oh,
I don't like
so
this.
much.
No.
I'm going to
Do you call our attention to it?
I'm going to say, hey guys, I think there's something going on, and then I'm going to do what I was planning on doing and press the stone to the glass.
Okay, we're all turning to look.
Yeah, we're all turning to look. Forget
You
the
turn,
dust.
press the
My
stone.
dust.
You press the stone to the glass, and as you do that, Andy, the light
You
kind
die.
of the light kind of like glows brighter than for a minute. It glows brighter than kind of like you've seen before. This thing it usually glows like a faint glow. When you touch it, this glows kind of like sunlight for a minute. And you can see, like, behind the mirror, a hallway.
I'm gonna put my hand to the glass before it goes away. And
You
try to, like, open it like a door.
you put your hand to the glass, and it's glass.
I'm grabbing the key and starting to head over.
I already had the key.
Let's try and
I've
take
already
it.
walked
Okay,
in glass.
well, we're going over there. All three of us are going over there.
So you press your hand to the glass, and you can't really push through. It's a solid piece of glass. But you can see that there is space behind it.
We have to
Get
break
the
it.
key. Get the key.
No, it's two-way glass. We have to get the key.
And you see that like faint like glow from your stone as it like lit up bright and then begins to fade, and for half a second as it fades, like you're kind of blinded by it, and as it fades for half a second, staring back at you in your reflection, it is
Don't you dare.
a man older than you, but not, probably like 17, 18. Dark hair, dark eyes. And then it fades completely and is back to you.
Oh.
What happened? Did you see something?
Yes, there's, do you have...
Yeah, you recognize this as the man in the
Yeah.
picture.
The older one.
The older man in the picture.
Yes, there's something behind the glass. I saw that guy.
Okay, I'm just gonna
This guy.
Try using the
the
key.
painting.
I'm just gonna start poking like
painting.
the key,
Or like press it against.
pressing it against like the frame, against
The
there's
mirror
gotta be
itself.
the
Try the
mirror
mirror
itself. Like there's
It's
gotta
magic.
be. The key itself isn't magic. We've already
Well, no,
yeah
the mirror is.
yeah. Pressing the key, you just kind of keep bumping into the glass.
There's
There's a
try-
keyhole.
Openness Doris. No.
Can I just do a basic intelligence check to see if breaking the mirror would ruin our chances or would be smart?
Give me
or Arcana.
give me intelligence.
What if we smash it?
I'm gonna also evaluate that and see what I think.
I will also, because that was my first thought.
That's a 13.
and
Yeah,
I
it's a
think
7.
that's pretty fair. in
I have
character.
a 16 intelligence check.
7.
So we have a 16 and a 13 were our highest.
We
On
should smash it.
on a 13,
We are 10 and 12.
I will
years
say on a
old.
13, I think that your first instinct is maybe smash it, but with your remote knowledge of Arcana and the arcane, I think you know that breaking a magic object
never
is
smart.
probably not your best.
Either unleashes something or breaks it.
It's 7 years of magical bad luck. Yikes. I think on a 16, I'm assuming Andy, you said like, I saw that guy.
Yeah, I tell them what I saw
Yeah.
and the like weird dark pat. Did it look like the man materialized out of the
No,
dark
It's
patch?
just like
no,
looking.
it was like when the light faded and your eyes were like readjusting to like not
Okay,
being
that's when I saw the
blinded.
guy.
And the guy was standing like where you are, his hand touching yours,
Okay,
like
yeah.
he was your reflection.
Like he was me.
He
Yeah.
was your reflection.
Mm.
And I
not like he was.
I
some guy
think-
behind
I
the mirror.
aged weird.
I think on a
We did get a Rick Van
16
Winkle.
intelligence, I think on a 16 intelligence, a couple of things key in for Henry,
Key
including
in? The key.
question, answer, and the picture of that man. So like in the quest that Verica gave you, it specifies like there the question lies in clear cool gaze. Like what is the question?
What's the question?
Which here's the answer in the dusty
What
haze.
here's the answer?
Who are you? Sorry.
I really just went for that.
I'm sorry, I don't have this information.
so-
Yeah?
So
I
the
apologize.
question lies in the clear cool gaze, which then here's the answer. What's the clear
The
cool
question
gaze?
is what we can find
The
here.
mirror?
So the mirror is the clear cool gaze. So what is the question that lies in it?
And
The
we found
piece of
the
paper,
poem.
the paper that you
Paper
found.
was the question.
So then what's the answer?
That dude in the
His
mirror?
name.
The guy?
What's his name?
What's the?
I think on you guys have looked
Why are
at
you
the
in there?
picture. You guys,
Yeah, what's your name?
Wait, no, I want let the DM finish.
yeah,
Go.
yeah. You guys have looked at the picture. You've investigated some of like the painting that you found. It is a painting in a frame.
We looked at the frame
I
many
hold
times.
the painting up to the mirror.
Notably, what I was going to say is that paintings in frames, the painting is always bigger than the frame.
I take the painting.
Yeah, we take the painting out. I have the painting. I take it out.
I have this information.
Okay.
Take out the painting.
Okay.
And give me just a quick investigate on the painting as you pull it out from the frame and like unfold the edges that were wrapped
Would
around.
anyone be helping me on that?
Sure, I can do it as well.
Investigate. Whoa. Can I keep that? It was good. I picked it up real fast.
Sure.
That's a dirty 20.
Ooh.
I gotta make sure
Why
I
are
get
you
my
singing
stuff.
the Dreidel song?
No. I gotta make sure I get
That's
the same
next
stuff.
month, Emma.
Well, not by the time we're posting this.
I'm also not Jewish.
That's last month, Emma.
Anyway,
Also, not the time we're posting this.
So you open this, you take this painting out, and when you take off the frame and pull it out, you notice like the edges of the picture all the way around have sort of been folded up to give it like a nice like smooth finish. within the frame. And as you sort of unfold, you see on the back of the painting, in that same handwriting as the little poem you found behind the painting, in the same handwriting, you see Ranladen and Daerno.
Ooh.
How do you spell that?
Ranlandon. And Daerno, Daerno.
I read it out. Ranladen and Daerno.
And you see the you see the mirror for a minute shimmer, and for half a second, who all is standing in front of the mirror
all of us.
with reflections visible?
All of us.
All of us.
All of you?
Uh-oh.
Andy, this is gonna be like a real rapid fire because this is like half a second as the mirror like brightens, sort of shimmers, and for half a second you see yourself staring at the mirror as like Yarrow is like holding this. Are you holding the painting, or are you just like holding the?
I'm holding the painting up to the mirror and reading off of the back.
Fantastic. Andy, in Andy's mind, Andy at 25, what's the ideal?
I'm tall, like way taller than is realistic, like
7 feet tall.
no,
You're
like
8 feet
5'10", way taller than is realistic.
Even better, it's way taller than is realistic.
And my ideal or the ideal?
Andy's ideal, what he would be like. What is his ideal?
I see myself in like simple, like tunic, pants, whatever, and I'm just sitting in the little schoolhouse.
Oh no, you're not anywhere else.
Sorry,
it's staring back at you, your reflection.
Oh my god, yeah, okay. Yeah, like 5'7", kind of like a little more built. My hair's a little longer, and I see myself and smile, and the smile that looks back at me belongs on my dad's face.
Clary, 25, what is your ideal? What is Clary's ideal, like, that would be? You know, kids, like, it's basically kids picture themselves older.
I don't think she's, like, thought that far ahead. I think it's just, you know, her same old self is, you know, older with a, you know, nice full beard that she's braided the way she does her hair. I think maybe she's, you know, got some, like, hand-embroidered, you know, clothes on her. Just, I think it's her. She's happy. She is, you know, competent in her, like, handcrafts or whatever it is that she does. I think maybe she's got, you know, some, like, herb pouches. But, I don't know. This is a tough question for me and for Clary. Just because, like, I don't think she has, like, adult ambition at this. I think she's got her sword.
Okay, I like
I
that.
think she's got her sword in her belt.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Henry. What does Henry say in this, like, split second? Tall, wearing clothes that she would never be allowed to wear. Leather pants, a tunic top, leather armor with her battle axe strapped to her back. Her hair is, like, cropped short, not the long braid that her mom insists that she wears. Yarrow, what do you see?
My aspiration? I think Yarrow sees herself taller. This is hard because she has very conflicting ideals currently at the moment. But I think what she sees is herself standing straight, confident. Her hair is also a bit shorter, more loose in waves around her shoulders. She's wearing adventure robes, less armor. There's sort of a crackle of magic around her. And I think there's just the slightest little, like, knowing smirk
in the split second that these images are visible to you, your image fractures, and you see 15 different ideal versions that you've thought of in a split second before the mirror fades, and you're faced with a dark space and a stairwell leading down.
Ooh.
Yarrow is a little pale. I think we should keep moving.
Let's go.
Henry's already like at the doorway.
So
being
Henry's
like-
go.
down the stairs.
Henry's like, are we going down or
That
what?
shocked Yarrow just enough that she's sort of a little more hesitant before she's like,
I do think
Henry.
Henry would pick up on Yarrow's sudden like,
Mhm.
because Yarrow's been so in it with Henry.
yeah,
So I do think the moment that Yarrow's kind of like
a little hesitant.
a little hesitant, Henry. That's why Henry stops. Like Henry was like this whole time, like Yarrow and her have been like,
In
so,
it.
like
This has been our bonding.
yeah, like and it's that moment of like somebody like my person's not.
They're not here. Yeah. I sort of am
I'm not
this
gonna,
half step
I'm not
behind.
gonna like do anything with that. I do think that Henry like stops at the doorway because Henry recognizes that like Yarrow isn't there and has been this whole time.
I think a wave of Yarrow's ordinary anxiety sort of washes over her for a second. We should keep going. She starts joining you and going forward.
Wait.
Just a bit more anxious.
If we go down there, like, are we gonna come back out? Did everyone also see themselves but older? Like, if we go down there, are we going to come back out aged 20 years? Like,
Can I do an insight check to see if everyone
Yeah.
just saw one version of themselves except for me?
You
Not
really don't need an
Narnia?
insight check.
just
Everybody
right.
could see that.
Oh,
Oh,
we all
everyone
know.
saw it! Oh, shoot!
I did not realize that.
I didn't realize that would have been very different. I didn't realize they also saw me.
Oh.
Fracture.
Oh, everyone! Because it was the four of you standing
That
in the
is
mirror.
true. We
And
all
then it-
saw it.
You
The four older ones
Yeah.
staring back.
saw-
Yeah. I'm just assuming it's because you're the one who read the names.
I, you know,
That's exactly what it is. You're so smart, Henry. Yes. And it can be nothing else.
I mean, but like
Can
all
I
my
do an
brothers.
insight check on that?
Yes.
yeah, same, actually.
Absolutely.
Oh god, that's a nat one. That's a nat one. These are also in
That
jail.
one, Clary, you
Are you
fully
insight
buy
checking
that.
me too?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, that's a
I'll
19
insight
plus
check,
5.
Yarrow.
Let me roll my deception. My deception.
Ooh, yeah,
jail.
that's
Obviously, that's what it is.
24.
I got a 15 insight on Yarrow.
I got a 14, so both of you get a
So
special.
yeah, Clary's not one fully buys Henry's explanation.
I'm right. I think.
that wasn't Henry trying to make Yarrow. That like Henry genuinely.
Yeah, I think that what you see is a very clear moment, and I'm not sure if this even makes sense to children, where Yarrow chooses to believe something that she doesn't believe. She truly, like, there's this sense underlying of like, oh, there's something wrong with me. And she's instead like, no, there's an explanation. I have to go with that or I will break down, so we're gonna keep going.
Do I see all of those layers on a 24?
Yeah. You just see the, like, I'm choosing to believe something. You see the layers of the underneath, I think.
Andy
Because you are only, like, one above me.
Yeah.
is going to turn around, because I think you're behind me slightly, just without any care for the painting getting crushed, give you a big hug and
Oh.
say, I think you're gonna be perfect, no matter what.
You
I
look
think-
really cool.
Thanks.
You
I
guys,
just thought it was the shattering of the magic.
you guys all looked really cool, and
You look
You're-
very happy.
I think so too. But you know, Yarrow, I think maybe it means that you know you have a lot of potentials. You know, you could do anything. You know.
Let's keep going.
Wait!
I start walking.
Henry's like,
Henry matches me. We're just all
"Oh, God."
No, what's gonna happen?
Wait, is there light? Does anybody have?
I have a light!
I'm the only one with light!
Did we bring torches?
Do we have torches?
Did we leave the fire burning upstairs?
I'm assuming you put it out.
Andy and I thought to on our way down.
Yeah,
They
At
probably-
least maybe
sure we
we
thought
did it,
to.
but you two did
we
it.
definitely put the fire fly around. It's fine.
Oh boy.
Andy, come on.
I have a light, but I don't think we should just charge in there without thinking about what is going to happen.
Well, we already sort of dispelled it, and we're planning to come here. And so I think that what's going to happen is we're going to find something out, and if not, then... I mean, to be honest, Henry's really scary, and I feel like would be able to do something about it.
What if we just take an object?
I was like kind of offended. I was like, I'll buy that.
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
What if we just take an object and leave it propped half in, half out of the mirror? And that way it can't close.
I take the picture frame, because we're taking the picture itself, and I put that in between.
Like in the mirror.
Okay.
Excellent, excellent.
Okay, off we go. Are you okay? Do you need a hug too? Do you want a hug?
Let's have a group hug.
Group hug
Henry's like,
Yarrow
fine,
definitely
but we
doesn't
need
need this
to
for
go.
herself.
Definitely not. That's definitely not what
Yarrow's
this is
not
about.
absolutely terrified about what she just saw.
Yeah, I guess Andy is not sold. Can we see out through the door?
Yeah, you left
Yeah,
the
it's
front
still
door
open.
propped
Do we
open.
know what time it is?
It's probably like around 12 to 1 in the afternoon.
Okay, so not super late.
We've got time.
Yeah. All right. I guess Andy is gonna take the pebble
Yes.
and say the words and okay, and start heading down the stairs.
Yeah.
Down we go.
It's dark.
Henry's like clutching this key like it is her lifeline.
You can kind of
I'm
feel
clutching the painting and the paper like that.
you
Yeah.
feel so you're walking down sort of like a spiral stone staircase, not unlike the one that took you to like the higher floors of the stronghold. But it kind of leads you down and you come out and there's like a hallway to a door.
The key.
And there's a door at the end of the hall. It's cold down here, but not in a like weird magical way. Just like in a I'm like
there hasn't
under
been sunlight down here
Basements are cold.
hundreds
like
of
basements
years.
are cold. Like I'm underground. Like you kind of like where you are. You know you're like under the. You're not like away from the stronghold. You are directly under the stronghold.
Okay. So it goes, in terms of the angle, because the mirror was on a wall, does it go down and out, or does it go down and in?
Down and in.
Okay.
So you remain like under the
Because-
foundation of the stronghold.
Okay, that's important, I think.
Yeah.
I'll just try the door.
And the door just
The key. There's gotta be a key.
The key, yeah, it's
I
just
know,
not for a
but
door.
imagine.
yeah, the door just opens, and inside it's completely black in here. There is no light down here. You are underground. Andy,
I shuffle close to Andy.
yeah, Andy, your like little pebble doesn't illuminate too much. Is that kind of like darkness? Is that kind of like black that like happens when you like go underground? Where it's like because there's like no light, even the light that you have, if it's like a small enough source, doesn't actually really illuminate much. It just like kind of like makes the dark glow a little bit. But it does illuminate enough close to you to see that like on the wall next to you there's like a torch propped up, hanging on the wall.
We should
Use
light
flint
that.
to light it.
Yeah, Adrien taught you how to do this. You're like, I got this. Strike the flint.
Also, before I do so, quick question.
Yeah.
Does the darkness seem to trail the light like it did in the mirror?
No,
Good to know.
It's just
Ooh.
dark.
it's just
Had
dark.
to check.
Yeah, it's just dark. And the torch lights on fire and begins to illuminate the chamber that you're in. You can see that around the chamber are a couple of other torches. You see it's kind of like a circular room.
We should light the other
Um,
torches.
I take the torch and I start to slowly just walk around and light the torch.
Yeah, and as you light it up and the room gets brighter, You find yourself, like I said, in this sort of like circular chamber, in your best guess, like estimation, to be directly under the rest of this castle, or the stronghold. You see there's the door that you came in. On one side of the door, kind of facing the room set up with like chair to the back wall, is a little desk. This desk has like an inkwell, a pen, like a feather pen, and papers. This has papers. You see that there is like a bookshelf with various books on it. You see in the middle of the room is a pedestal, probably about like 3 or 4 feet tall, with some sort of like mosaic top, like a stone mosaic top. Resting on the mosaic is a little a little wood box. Sorry, yes, like a little wooden box. is a little wood box. Is a little wood box. From where you're standing, you can see the torchlight glinting off a little metal lock.
Oh.
Okay.
So wait.
Not done yet.
Okay,
Around the back wall, so directly across from the door, is like a semicircle of almost like a bench, about like 3 feet tall. And on the bench are scattered a variety of items at like an equidistant mark. For a total of 8.
Sorry, it's kind of giving Indiana Jones and the Holy Grail. And you have to
That's two mashups! Oh, yes it is!
No, Raiders of the Lost Ark?
No, there's a movie where he finds the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
And you have to pick which one
the
is
Temple
the
of
Grail.
Doom?
No!
Oh no, the Holy Grail.
The Holy Grail!
Oh.
What's the name of
The third one, but the quest for the Grail.
one.
No,
that's the
that's the fourth
one.
one. It's the third Indiana Jones movie.
I'll trust you guys. You know
It's
this
the one
better
where
than
we
me.
meet his dad, and his dad reveals that Indiana is named after the dog.
Yeah, and
Not the state.
The dog was named
I've
Indiana.
never seen any Indiana
Sorry.
Jones.
Anyway,
That's a shame.
The dog was named after.
Anyway.
Okay.
Anyway.
Died.
So there's scattered items. What are the items?
So there are 8. There's like this like half wall bench, with like 8 items
8,
at
you
like sort of,
say?
at like sort of equidistant market like spots around it. If you want to investigate the items, you can.
I do.
Yeah,
also,
what are they?
Before we do so, I'm just going to pause. Henry, I know you have the key, and we're both very excited
I don't
want to
unlock it
You
yet.
should not unlock that. The whole story is about trapping them to
Well-
keep us from everlasting
No,
darkness.
we definitely should unlock it,
No, we
but not
shouldn't.
right now.
We'll think about it.
Let's
Yes,
investigate the.
I just
yeah.
had to make sure that I said that.
I'm not gonna lunge for it, but Henry definitely wants to unlock the box.
Gotta watch her.
It's such a bad idea.
Ooh, okay,
Oh my
investigation.
god. Okay, investigation.
I will say either give me so here's the thing. If you want to just like give a cursory what is this item like visually, physically, give me a perception. If you want to try to be like, is this item magic? You can give me Arcana. If you want more of like a what is this item made out of, what is the like makeup of it, give me Investigate.
I'm going with Arcana, which is the lowest of those 3 for me, which brought me to a 21.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go with
I'm gonna do
Arcana as well.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
probably
do
same.
perception.
Okay.
No, I got that one.
Damn.
I guess
which is
I
a
will
6.
probably go with
We do a little
Arcana
shuffle.
as well, because that seems interesting. So that's
Right.
14.
Okay. So going around, Yarrow, you rolled the highest
I
for an
sure
Arcana
did.
check at a
For
21.
once in my life.
So I think you go around and take a look at all of the items. Sort of starting from like clockwise, going like kind of clockwise around the room. You see the first thing resting sort of like up against the wall, leaning against the wall, is a short sword. It's fairly plain actually. It doesn't look particularly fancy. You do see that it has markings down the blade. It has words written. And you see, like, so written on this, like, little short sword, you see, a final blow will shine the light. As my wielder dear ends this blight.
Ooh. Interesting.
And the item is, in fact, magic. Next.
1 second.
Okay.
Okay, good.
And I forget, what kind of stuff on a 21, as a fellow DM, you tell me, what kind of information magic-wise would you get from an Arcana check? Just, like, knowing
Arcana
that it's
check,
magic?
I think it's knowing it's magic, and from a 21,
Like,
perhaps even, like, a vague idea of
the
either
school?
school or, like, basic function without it being, like, as in-depth as, like, an identifier.
Okay, so I'm gonna say,
It's still a pretty
I'm
damn
gonna
good
say
Arcana.
because you're kids, you're probably not going to get, like, the functionality of
Yeah.
things, because you don't
But
necessarily
I could maybe
know.
recognize the school.
But I think that you're probably getting on a 21, you probably recognize the School of Magic.
So the sword.
For the sword, I believe. Let me double check that.
I'm assuming you're relaying all
I
of
am.
this information.
I am.
Yeah.
Let me just do some quick.
For the Wolverine,
I call them brass knuckles.
There you go.
This is
Got claws.
my version of dice jail because I'm mad at all of my dice right
Oh my
now.
god, no, me too. This one is doing okay
As
so far.
I'm all over the place.
I don't technically think that +1 magic weapons have
Oh,
a School
yeah,
of
yeah.
Magic.
Fair.
Enchantment?
Yeah, like maybe an
well,
enchantment.
Yeah, but not all magic.
Evocation?
Not
But
all
not-
magic in the game has a school.
Yeah,
I know.
so I think this one
I'll
you
just
just
say
know.
+1.
I think that this one you know is just like
It's
it's
a
the vibe
boost.
of like it's like this is a magic item. It doesn't really have much of a school, but it's definitely magic somehow.
Well, now I know what it is. But
What happens if we
thank
take
you.
all the stuff?
Well, that I feel
Well,
like is pretty obvious.
Yes,
It's a
I
sword.
agree. Well, I wasn't sure if it had like a radiant energy.
Oh,
Kind of, because it talked about light, so that's like what I was looking for there. So like divine magic versus schools of magic versus just like basic enchantment.
magic.
Okay, so second item.
The second item you see is like a little, not little. It probably would fit in the palm of your hand if you were to pick it up. But some sort of like crystal like orb.
I love
That
that.
you sense like a vague remnants of like
It had
divination
to be.
on.
It's a crystal ball.
Yeah.
Come on.
Does it have anything written on it? No,
No.
markings? Just...
No, that one is completely smooth and clear.
Okay.
The third item in the list is like a little kind of like pin. It's just like it's like a very fancy and intricate pin. And it gives like
Like a brooch or a hairpin.
like a brooch kind of thing. And it gives like vague sort of enchantment.
I was gonna say it had to be enchantment or illusion.
It gives vague enchantment. The next item is also hanging on the wall, kind of like the short sword, but is a chain with a little medallion on it with a sunburst.
Okay.
It has vague illusion magic. Five is once again also sort of hanging on this wall. It is like a little tower shield. With a depiction of a like stonemason like hammer on it. And a similar like sort of like light burst behind the head. That has like vague magic abjuration kind of stuff with it. The sixth item you find is just a small like pouch. It's a small like gray bag and has like vague conjuration magic.
I don't suppose that's a bag of holding.
Is that conjuration?
I don't know if it is.
I
I
don't
don't-
think it has a magic type.
Like, out of game,
And
I
if
don't
anything,
usually
it would
play
probably be
wizardry stuff, so.
transmutation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was 7.
The 7th item is a little carved stone bird. Which seems vaguely like transmutation.
Okay. And the last one?
The final object does not appear to have any kind of magic with it, and is simply just a child's toy. Sitting at the end.
What is it?
It's just like a little child's, doll.
It's so sad.
That's very sad. No, because we were thinking these 8 brothers were like, adult men.
Was the 9th brother who,
There were
unleashed
two.
darkness,
There
10?
are only 8.
No,
Was
there's
he-
only
only
eight.
The 8th one who
shoot.
unleashed
I keep saying
darkness.
the 9th. That's on me. Was the 8th brother, our age? Because that's strange.
Younger, probably, in the painting.
Well, that could be an old painting. I doubt they posed for a picture
And
in the
you
middle of
know-
a war together
Yeah.
against each other.
Yarrow, as you see this, give me just an insight check on the concept of this painting, quick.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. You
There
strongly.
we go.
you
That's my Nat 20.
Nat 20. Look at, as people are as you're wait, was this guy only 10? I think you strongly realize that
Yeah,
the answer is no.
obviously.
These items.
That's what my Nat 20 is on. No, he wasn't a child.
I think on that Nat 20 you realize this painting, this toy in this array of things. And I'm gonna give you on a Nat 20, I think that you get some insight into kind of everything that's been going on in this room right here. Which is all of these items you believe right here, right now, at one point either symbolize or belonged
They
to
had to.
these 8 brothers. Some of these items, appear to be more like trinkets that somebody would own. The brooch, the small bag, the medallion. Others are more usable, like the sword. And I think that you realize right here that this sword, it's not radiant. It doesn't have any sort of radiant magic. That's not what the inscription means. The inscription isn't about what it can do, it's about what it did.
It's a shrine.
And I think that
Let's
you
not
realize
take the stuff.
this picture and this small child's toy are not about,
They're memorializing.
it's more about remembering who this
Who they've
person had
lost.
been, not who they were when they fought.
If there were 3 of the brothers together here, then the other 5 are memorializing the ones they lost.
Well, but how would they have gained access to this space? That's not how Clary talks.
Excuse
How
me?
would have they gotten down here?
They made it. It was
They
their
made
home.
it. Okay.
It was their home that 2 of their brothers died for.
I thought the 2 brothers were trapped down here because the one was in the
There
mirror.
are 8
are.
brothers. 2 of them died for this castle.
2 are trapped, and
Stronghold,
4
it's
are
not
left.
a castle. And then the 2 of them got trapped in the cage. One of them, I think, died earlier. And then 3 of them remained in the castle and watched over it.
But we've only found evidence of 1, maybe 2, gesturing towards the other desk.
Maybe they
People
moved.
who ever lived here.
Maybe they left and they cleaned out their own spaces, but left behind the belongings of their lost loved ones.
Well, where
Someone
would they have
who-
gone?
I mean, it's a big world.
Can I go check out the desk?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Let's investigate. No. That was only a 5.
I would also like to investigate the desk.
Yeah,
Of
same.
course.
I'm going to investigate the bookshelf. Actually, I'll join in so that we can all check
Let's
it out.
all check out the
Henry's
desk.
kind of too distracted by
That's
this.
another Nat 20.
And you're investigating the desk?
Oh, I've
That's-
got an 18 on the
Two
desk.
nat 20s in a row.
Now you know how I felt last.
On
Boy, I wish this 18 was
You
on the
take
bookshelf
all- okay,
instead.
Me too.
on a nat 20. And all of you, because you rolled an 18,
I got 5.
you got a 5, so you're distracted by the shiny items.
No, I'm distracted by the box. I still have the cake.
Oh, so you're still looking at the
Jesus.
box.
9.
9. So I think that on 18, you get everything that Yarrow does, but I'm going to describe what Yarrow kind of sees and experiences in this moment. Because I think kind of like Andy, as you sort of like filter through this stuff, you have like a
Yeah.
very
Especially
Like,
after noticing the memorial.
visual imagination of what this space was. And I think as you like sit down at the desk and start rifling through, you see a lot of what's here. Unlike the desk upstairs, this one has like papers and letters and writings on it. Like the one upstairs had been cleared off and everything had been put down here. And you see here primarily letters, actually. Letters between a couple of different people. To start, I'm trying to figure out where on a nat 20, fuck you. Yeah, like
11.
filter through all of this. So on a nat 20, I think that you're sort of like looking in here, and you see like one of the first letters that you come across is to someone named Ivadir Drankon.
Can you spell that for me?
Ivodyr.
Okay, Ivadir Drankon.
Drankon is spelled how?
Drenkon.
Oh, drink on.
Yeah, Ivadir.
Drink on.
Ivadir Drankon. And you see this is a letter asking about how things up north are going.
Huh.
And asking about how how things up north with the artificers and the snow and the ice,
So they were in
And-
the frozen.
and to tell them about his, and like the person writing this letter is asking this the person he's writing to tell him about that his new land and his like new like journeys up north, and it's signed Terfalin, like your dear brother, Terfalin Drankon.
Careful.
Terfalen.
Well, we know that last name.
Okay, so it's from Ivadir?
It is
To
to
Ivadir
Ivadir,
from Teflon.
From
asking him about how things are going up north with his new endeavor.
Okay, that's the first letter.
That's like the first letter that you see. As
you
you
love my nat 20s. You get to info dump.
Yeah. As you
Yeah.
sift through, you find another letter asking
Same person.
yeah, you find another letter this time to Terfalin,
which is spelled
from
how, sorry.
Terfalen.
Alen. Okay.
Alen. And you find
And this is from Ivadir?
this is from somebody else. You see,
I'll
this
let you
is
talk.
to Terfalin, telling Terfalin, telling him all about this new his new castle, and like trying to get together his guards and like working with the pirates on the Blackwater as he's trying to get his new efforts in his new city on the edges of Erith, by the Blackwater, and like telling him all about this endeavor as he's trying to make this like merchant city off on the edges of Erith. And it's from someone called Norian. Nor. Yep.
Wow, these parents really had
awful naming.
A naming convention.
No offense.
Like, they don't even...
Listen.
The vibes are sometimes, like, real different. Like, Darno is a little different for them.
Listen, guys.
Okay, they really, like, ran out of the naming convention ideas, and they're like, and fucking Darno.
I don't know, I guess.
Only 2 syllables for you.
You heard of DiGiorno's? Look, we really like DiGiorno's. Maybe it's Darno.
Listen, guys.
Yes, and who is the last brother? And his name's Norian.
His name is Norian. Norrian.
We'll be calling this man Norman.
Norian Buncher.
And
son Norian Drankon.
yes. Sign Norian. So this is also like from a brother to a brother. So in all of this, Yarrow, what you've managed to sort of like put together is like so you have
three remaining brothers split up.
So you have
one stayed.
Yep. So you have Ividir, who appears to have gone to the north,
We have Norian, who went to the Blackwater Bay,
or somewhere around there.
and then
Give me on a nat 20, the area of the world that he is describing in this letter is Greywald.
I know I can tell when someone's talking about my house.
Yeah. So we have somebody like up in the frozen waste, somebody at like Greywald, and this man Terfalin, who appears to still be here. And you see like these letters between these 3 brothers go for like years. You see you open a drawer and it's just filled with letters talking about various things. Mostly just like how things are going. You do find a few letters that, because I said most of the letters are just like day-to-day updates. Like, here's how things are going with me. How's it going with you? And you see a couple from Terfalin to his brothers that catch your attention. 2 of them make reference, like one of the letters makes reference to Ranladin and Darno, and talking about making sure that the seal is strong. And sort of like questioning like how do we know, and like the responses from the brothers appear to be like, oh, it's fine, like it'll our brother knew what he was our brother knew what he was doing. Our brother knew what he was doing. It will be fine. And you do see a reference in one of the letters from Terfalin being like, I saw it may be fine now, but I saw that it may not be someday.
So he was divination.
Yes. So, sorry, I have so many notes.
In and amongst all of these... Okay.
My hand is cramping.
I'm sorry, you rolled a nat 20 on this.
2 in a row.
You get all of the info.
But we're starting to piece together who the brothers are, which is nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We have names of most of them at this point.
Yeah. We're missing 3 names, but...
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. In and amongst these letters, so we've gotten kind of like where the surviving brothers have sort of went to. We know that Terfalin was sort of worried maybe about the longevity of this safety, and the other brothers were sort of like, yeah, it's fine. In one letter, you see a reference to Emberston, which appears to be a referred to almost like a common home.
Can you spell Emberston?
Yes. As soon as
Thank
I find
you.
it again. Emberston.
Gee, that doesn't
Sounds
sound like any
nice.
town I've ever heard of.
Like Embers Hollow.
And it was
Sure did spell the name a bit different later.
and is often referred to sort of as like a common ground for the 3 of them. Like, remember the days back in Emberston.
So maybe where they grew up.
Huh. I hate that you rolled a nat 20 on that.
I love you.
Ah.
Thank you for honoring
You
my
could have
nat
just
20.
put less information in the desk if you didn't want
Yeah,
to.
you could have just like made the desk a little less hefty.
No, it's fine because this is all fun and might not be useful later. I just also wanted to. I have 3 pages about backstory in history. You're not gonna get all of it. That's just like
Okay, keep going. What else do we have?
So
hour of lore drop from a desk.
yeah, so you find that I think really like the last couple of things that you find are a couple of drawings that he's made, that Terflin has made, of his remaining, of like his family. From the art style, you know, that he probably painted the picture of Ranladin and Daerno. And it has the 3 brothers unnamed till now listed. So you see under one drawing, a sketch of a man holding the shield. You see it's listed as Tyblin Drankon. Tyblan. Tyb. Tyblin.
Lan.
Lan.
Tiblan. Okay.
You see under one hand outstretched with like a bright light sort of like glowing around it. You see Corel. Correl.
Would that imply illusion or evocation?
Um,
I can't remember the brother order right now of
Oh yeah, we didn't have an invocation thingy.
invocation.
Evocation.
Well, we didn't have that, did we?
No.
No.
So
Necromancy, but that was
younger brother.
Maybe the sword is
I just can't remember.
sword
the brother order.
evocation.
yeah. So I think probably what you're looking at is like this is more like conjuration. Brother order, for those asking, Ranladin is evocation, the oldest.
Yes, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
So evocation and necromancy were the 2 we didn't have, and those are the 2 trapped in the box.
Yes, and that is on this array, the sword and the toy.
Yes.
And the last one, which is a little sketch, is Arvoril. Arvoril.
That's which one?
That
ARV.
is
The final sketch, but what's it?
Arvoril transmutation.
The bird.
And what is that? ARV.
Yes. Arvoril.
Yes!
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Multiple people are speaking.
Arvoril.
That sounds like a prescription medication.
Arvoril. Try Arvoril. Side effects include eternal lasting darkness.
Okay, so we have all
And-
these
Turning
brothers.
into a bird.
Getting trapped in a box.
Yes, and the final thing that you find.
Oh boy, this is a whole page.
I'm
Worth
so
of
sorry for what
Naturally
I'm so
I'm
sorry
loving it.
for what's about to happen. Because you're gonna have to write so much more.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought
God.
I was about to die.
Like,
Oh god.
I'm happy to write. That was worse.
No, it's just like as you're talking about writing, you find like sort of actually weirdly enough, on the back of one of these letters to one of his one of his brothers. So like Ivador has written a letter to Terflin trying to assuage Terflin's fears about the longevity of the security of Ranladin's plan. You see sort of scrawled not as though it were written like to respond to the letter, more as it was just like it was written down. And this was the closest piece of paper that he had.
Okay.
A series of lines. And once again, I'm so sorry.
Is it loss?
Is this something that would be printed out?
It is, yes. I will print
I'm
this
not
out.
writing
So
it.
don't write
I'm
this
writing
down.
notes on it.
I will read this and then you will get a printout later.
not
Okay.
a poet.
Oh,
Yeah.
lines
really?
of poetry, not like lines.
No, this is lines
a puzzle.
this is lines of a poetry, of a poem. Silence coats this somber shore, lost in sorrow evermore. History to yet repeat, as darkness stands to claim its seat.
Is it
The shadowed sun enshrouds the land, ere Embers' tomb fade to sand. All hope is lost, though not for good, where heroes 4 once bravely stood. For new dawn rise above the bay, the opaque glow will lead the way. In shadows soaked and stained with blood, the chosen soul shall bind the flood. Death be swift on hallowed wing, so the ferryman's bell again may ring. Though sadness hangs upon the living, the dead rejoice in life regiven. So travel true on weary steed, with knowledge of all what now is freed. For by shattered gaze and broken bone, the light once more is welcomed home.
So, it sounds a lot like some dead coming back to life. And trying to stop that.
I think it's a prophecy.
I agree.
Yeah.
Which means we really should not open the box. Though I have read a lot of myths about how it's a very... Anytime you try to prevent a prophecy, you just sort of walk into it.
Okay, but here's the thing. Do we actually think this box is the
Yes.
cage?
Let's investigate it. I'm going to make an Arcana check.
I just feel like maybe he
Finally, I
wouldn't
did
have
that.
made this key findable by children if he didn't want the box unlocked.
I'm gonna make
No!
an investigation check.
I'm gonna
Go right
investigate.
ahead.
I
the
will
box.
also investigate.
I got that 20.
Ooh, that one for me.
16.
There we go, it's a trade-off.
On a nat 20, you're just investigating? On a
I
nat-
did
I'm
an
investigating the
Arcana
box.
of, like, 5.
Okay. On a nat 20 investigate, the box sitting on this like little pedestal is very small. It's very thin, very small. It does have like a little key lock on
Okay.
it. A nat 20 investigate. It's made of wood, the same kind of wood that like the door is made out of and the furniture upstairs. And it's very plain. It's not damaged in the slightest. So there's no indication that it would have been in combat or a war zone. It's just sort of plain and polished. It looks well taken care of. In a lot of respects.
Is there dust on it?
Yeah, there is. Like, it's not like somebody's touched it recently. But it's like a nice varnished, like, wooden box. The lock doesn't appear to be particularly sturdy. It's more like I said, it's more like a jewelry box lock than anything else. Something that you could easily break open, but looks nice with a key, and that you might just want something like that.
Can I make some kind of check to see if I think that it matters that this box is not gilded? In terms of its
Maybe
relationship
there's
to the
something
poem?
inside of the
like,
box that is the gilded cage.
It's a gilded cage, but this box is in fact not gilded. And like, can I do a check
That's a
to
good
see if I think
idea.
that
Yeah.
matters?
Yeah, do a
'Cause I've
check.
also been thinking that maybe the cage is inside of the box.
Just like
Guys,
It feels like I've read a story about someone named Pandora
Can
once.
it
Guys,
be wisdom?
I think it's a
Yeah.
box.
I think
Hold it
it's
out.
a lot.
You're so right.
17.
On a 17, thinking back on sort of like everything that Terfalin has kind of like left you, all of like his little clues, and then also on sort of Varric's quest, which he found, which I don't know if you suspect, like, is this something that he found?
I don't think
From
he's the brother
Terfalin?
anymore.
Or did he find this like we don't know where he found this, but maybe honestly looking at these things, I think that on a 17 Andy's like maybe this riddle also came from Terfalin and was like lost somewhere. And I think that looking back on it, you're like, a lot of the language was very literal. There was a lot of like, yes, it was like flowy and poetic, but it wasn't like flowy and poetic for no reason. A lot of it was very literal. So I think that Andy's like, no, I think a gilded cage
Would mean quite
Would
literally.
mean some-
Gilded cage. I
would
think
mean
we can
something
open
more
the box,
literal
guys.
than
Okay,
this.
good. Before we do, let's finish investigating the rest of the room first, because something tells me this will be a big thing.
There.
I'm gonna look at the bookshelf.
Okay.
Let's look at the bookshelf. I will also
Investigate?
investigate.
There we go.
13.
I have balance, because that is a 6.
Okay.
I'll investigate the bookshelf too.
No,
Pretty good. I got
5.
a 17.
13.
13,
He
17.
constantly messing with stuff.
I think so. This would be investing in the bookshelf. Are you investing in the bookshelf, Andy?
No, I'm gonna do stuff with the objects in a second.
Okay.
So.
So 3 of you investing in the bookshelf. On the bookshelf isn't like a bunch. Some of it doesn't seem very interesting. You see, some of it appears to be more like pleasure reading kind of stuff. Other stop.
Shut
I didn't say anything!
It's a romance about Adrien.
Oh my god!
Stop. Oh my god. I see that Turklin is a fan of novels. Just
Other things
novels.
other things appear to be more like educational, like magic education.
I
So
take those books.
Yeah.
you take the books.
I take
Okay.
We shouldn't steal the.
I will
Who
say
has them?
I will say a lot of the books are very high academic. I feel like you flip through them. Very high academic,
Well, then
and
it's something to
also
have taught.
and also the language is like older. Like even the letters that you were reading on a nat 20, you understand them, but were written kind of in like old English, but
Old common.
old common. But like
Middle common.
middle common, there was a lot of like random spelling
Real.
changes and like things that were not very familiar to you, but that you could sort of like piece around. These are written in much the same way, but also at a really high academic level.
I
But
take them anyway.
things to work towards. And that's mostly what's on the bookshelves. Is a lot of that. You do see there's some stuff. You see like there's one book that you pull off. And when you open it up, there's a little inscription on the inside that's like, for my next journey, Ivador. And it is a sort of like old-fashioned like instructional manual for like artificing and such in the north. So this is sort of like almost like a gift from brother to brother, being like, this is what I'm working on now. Kind of thing. So that's like mostly what's on the bookshelf. All the good
Well,
stuff was in the desk.
It's
Yeah.
wrong to steal, but these
These
look
people
like.
have been dead for
It's
like
not stealing,
eons.
it's archaeology.
Well, these look like really fun craft projects. So
You
Claire's
take
gonna
the
grab the
artificer
art.
one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I take that, and
Just why
some
not?
of the notable
Like
I take-
academic.
for the letters part, I think the ones I take are the ones about the one with the prophecy on it, for
Yeah,
sure.
for sure.
The one with the sketch on it.
Mhm.
And the ones talking about like, hey, something might be up in the future, like keeping this sealed.
Okay. Andy, what are you doing with the objects while
So-
they're at the bookcase?
I want to do 2 things. I want to go over to the objects, and I want to take a closer look at some of the ones that seem like small, like the sword and the shield. I'm like, I don't even know if any of us could like carry those.
That's a short sword.
Potentially, that's fair.
I think looking at it, you could carry the shield and the sword,
Okay.
short sword.
But I'm gonna.
That's a
no, but
memorial.
I don't want to take them. But I just
They
want
always.
to take like a closer look at the the bag and the brooch and stuff, and see if I can figure out what they do.
Okay, give me. Because as a kid, I feel like you don't have the arcane knowledge to be like, I think I know what this does. So I don't know. You can give it a shot with an Arcana check.
That's a 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the other thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the end and I'm gonna look at the doll. Can I just take a closer look at it?
What are you looking for specifically?
I want to see if it's just a doll or if I think it's maybe a doll of one of the other brothers. Here, I made this for you. It's me.
No, it appears to be just a little faceless kind of soldier toy.
Okay. I'm gonna take my pack half off. I'm gonna rummage around and I'm gonna pull out the little wooden guy I won at the carnival.
Sweet boy.
and what's this name?
That's Jace's, my sweet boy.
And I'm just gonna like put I don't know, I feel bad because this is the only mundane object and it's like clearly a child's toy. And like being a kid isn't much fun if you don't have someone to play with. So I'm gonna put like my little wooden boy next to the soldier so they're like, if it's posed in such a way so they're like holding hands, and if not, so they're just like,
Nope, yeah, for sure, yeah.
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 I'm never gonna
Gonna,
emotionally
like,
recover
put
from
up
this.
there.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
god.
Clary
yeah.
feels bad and puts the book.
I don't.
Oh no, I'm doing this while you're at the
Oh,
bookshelf.
Yeah.
okay. So maybe
So,
you don't
like-
clock this. Okay.
Yeah.
No, you take
Yeah.
the book.
Also, once we're done with the bookshelf,
I'm
the last
actually
thing I want to do
good with
before
it.
we investigate the box, I want to go back over to the objects and investigate that sunburst symbol. Can I do like a religion check to see if this is Maricore or
Can I
a
also do
precursor?
that?
Yeah. Go right ahead.
Gosh, I forgot about magic Jesus.
8.
Oh god.
Andy, this is your religion. If you are investigating it in relation to the Church of Maricore, do this with advantage.
Yay!
Yeah.
Thank
Yay.
God.
Good.
And
Watch
this is
it.
a religion check?
No
Yeah.
help.
Too excited there.
Shit. Well, it's an at one, so. Okay, 12. At 13. Sorry.
On
No,
a
12.
Yeah.
on
I
a
keep doing the same.
12, the symbol of Maricore is kind of a starburst, but not like this. This might be, I think on a 12, Andy's like not really sure. This might be like an old version or a precursor, but I think Andy knows like this is not Maricore.
Yeah, I'm gonna like, if I can, I'm gonna like sketch it so I can show it to my dad and ask him about it
Yeah,
when we get back.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really torn on whether or not Adrien is going to be like
I think
happy
he's gonna
for
be
us
happy. I
when
think
we
he
get
will.
back.
It's Adrien.
Yeah, but we've
It's
actually found a really sketchy
Then
place.
he's gonna be thrilled.
Yeah, so you can absolutely take a sketch of it. Like I said, I think on a 12 you know that it's not Maricore, but whether it is something unrelated, a precursor, or an early rendition, I think you don't know. You just know that like this is not the symbol that like is on your father's shield
Yeah.
or your father's breastplate.
Cool.
I think
Are we good for the
I think
box?
we're ready
we
for the
should open
box.
the box.
Okay. Henry's gonna walk up, insert the key into the lock.
We're all there. We are surrounding
Okay,
the box.
so the
Flanking the
the
box.
pedestal is about 3 to like between 3 and 4 feet high,
It's a mimic.
and like
The children are
and like
surrounding us.
wide. Like you can't reach to like put the lock in and really get the. You're gonna have to like reach and like take the box off. It's like
Oh,
too wide
Okay,
for
then
that.
I'll
we
take the box off.
Give
I'll pull the
me a
box
sleight of
closer.
hand check.
Oh shit! Oh, we didn't check for traps!
We're children.
Disintegrate.
It has stopped forward.
Maybe I should have done this with my dex.
Okay, I got a 12.
On a
Okay.
12, you like lean over and grab the box, and as you do so, nothing bad happens to you. I want to make that clear.
I don't believe you.
But you do, but you like grab the box, and as you like lean over to get it, because like I said, it's a wide,
Okay.
sort of pedestal. You pick it up, and you sort of like hit the top where that like mosaic is.
And what, it starts to
And
collapse?
the mosaic shifts and cracks down the middle and falls into.
Do I manage to get the box?
Yeah, you have the box and pull the box back,
Okay.
but the mosaic has cracked and like fallen into the well that it was covering.
It's a well?
It's a little well.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. There was a well in one of these.
There's a well!
One of these motherfucking poems.
Oh, the
One of
drank
them!
well. The
But
evil
you
brother
are
drank
now
from the
holding
The
this.
youngest brother found a well in the cave, drank from it, and turned evil.
Oh
Okay,
shit!
okay, okay.
No one drinks.
I'm gonna drink from it!
So we found a well. Okay. So I roll a check on the mosaic just because I kind of want to know, did it fall because I bumped it, or because it was designed to fall when the box was removed?
Give me a roll.
Well, what kind of roll? Was this like a flat roll?
Probably an investigate.
Okay.
Give me an investigate.
That was only a 5.
Okay.
But, like, did I hit it? Like, do I know if I hit it?
You know you bumped it because
Okay.
you know that it shifted when you like hit it with your like elbow as you like went to grab it.
So it's possible that
So
I
you
did
know that it like shifted and then it like
yeah.
kind of cracked and fell down. The well's only about maybe 7 feet deep.
Okay, well,
Which poem had no
nobody
well?
drinking-
I don't think a poem well, but we discovered a well in one of the research.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I couldn't find the
I
ledger.
thought it was a poem, and then
Yeah.
Adrien said something about
Yeah,
the
it's
well in the research.
yeah, it's
like,
not
the
in
well
my
drinking.
home notes. It's in
Okay.
so 8 wizards on the Grey Coast, according to
Okay,
the
it's our
scroll
research notes.
millennia
Yeah,
ago.
right.
it's the
Okay, I
research
got it.
notes.
Cool.
Oh, the other brother said, "Don't drink from the well." He drank from the well. He gained power, went mad, fought his brothers, and unleashed darkness.
But
Yeah.
he gained power.
We're not drinking
Incredibly
from the
Lapsarian story.
Hey, what did they? What?
What does that mean?
It's very like the Garden of Eden.
Oh, I
okay.
was like, bro.
My mind is still on Pandora's box. So let's open the
So
box.
I'm going to, now that I have the box, I'm going to hold it in one hand. I'm just going to hold it in one hand.
Yeah, easily.
Insert the key,
I'm like,
turn it, and open the lid.
You open the lid, and inside it's a little wooden box. Inside on the bottom is a sort of not quite like a satin might not like exist here,
Yeah.
but picture kind of like a satin like lining with 4 like little white gemstones, or like 4 little white stones. I need like an investigate check to see if you know what they are.
Can I do a nature check?
Yeah, nature check works too.
Because Clary, it comes from a family of metalworkers on her dad's side.
10.
Can I have advantage
They're
on
stones.
this?
They're stone.
Well, like stones go in the metalwork.
I'm gonna
It's
say
rocks. They're
I'm gonna
rocks.
say no because they're not actually rocks.
Okay, that's a 14.
So I got 10.
10.
On a 14, you're probably more familiar.
I got a
with...
nat 20.
Okay, so on a 14, I'm gonna say like, on a nat 20, you take one look and are like, that ain't no rock I've ever seen.
That's not
I
a
know
rock.
what that is.
That looks inedible.
But you've probably seen these. But Yara, you've probably seen
That's not a
these.
rock.
Yes.
Very frequently, in Greywald, often around the necks of very, wealthy
Yes.
aristocrats. These are like
Pearls.
these are 4 opaque white pearls. Notably, I'm gonna say, Clary, on that nat 20, you see that each pearl they're opaque and white with that kind of like swirling white pattern in them,
Ooh, swirly.
but each one is glowing just a little bit.
Opaque glow. The last thing we read talked about an opaque glow. Yes!
I didn't write the whole
I
thing
didn't
down.
get to write it down.
I will reread that in a minute for you if you would like.
Because I noted the
please.
language
And in-
opaque glow.
It's
That's
weird.
Do you want me to read that line again?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll read that particular series of 4 lines, which is, all hope is lost, though not for good, where heroes 4 once bravely stood. For new dawn rise above the bay, the opaque glow will lead the way.
So we have to take these and find the 4 heroes.
Yes, whoever could they be?
And so, Henry, as you're looking at them, you look
Nobody
up, and as they
forgets.
give that little bit of glow, Henry, I don't know if you noticed that glow right away, but what you do notice is that they illuminate. Once you open it up, something is illuminated on the inside of the box, which is in gold lettering.
Gilded.
In gold lettering, you see in that same writing as on everything else that you've seen so far. So that Terphelin's writing. You see, then 4 stood firm to carry light, to send the lost toward endless night.
So
it's
repeat. Sorry, I want to hear it again.
Wait, so it's to send
Sorry, I just
the
want to hear it again.
dead brothers to be dead permanently?
Then 4 stood firm to carry light and
To send the lost
to send the lost to endless
towards
night.
endless night.
So
Okay.
it sounds like based on the earlier poem. Yarrow, can I make a wisdom saving throw? Because I think Yarrow's about to panic.
Okay.
Okay, I actually did very well. I got a 17. So Yarrow barely stays calm in that case. Let me mark that I did really well on that, actually. She sort of put some pieces together, I think.
Okay.
So, I'm going to stay calm as I say this. It really sounds like the prophecy is saying that the world is about to be pretty awful, including the dead coming back and not being able to stay dead. And it sounds like each of these pearls can help send them back to the afterlife.
Well, gosh, we shouldn't keep them here in this basement.
And when it says, then four stood firm, if he was a divination wizard and there was this whole prophecy, what if he saw us coming? The four of us coming, and we're supposed to take these.
Well, how do you know it's us?
Who else
We're
would
the
it
only
be?
ones who found it in
Well,
over
what
1,000
if we
years.
give them to some adults?
What group of
No.
4 adults do you know?
Well, I don't know. Don't your parents know someone? I mean, what are we supposed to do?
The rest of my parents' party is dead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So I don't know who else it could be.
Look, we found this. And it's talking about 4 people. We're the first people in, 1,000 years?
Way longer than
Wait,
that.
whatever.
We don't have a concept of time, we're children.
We're the first people in 1,000 years to have found this.
Get it, kids. We're the first people in 10 days.
It's like, side note, I work with kids and I'm always like, yeah, I'll see you next week. And they're like, tomorrow. When I was here yesterday and I'm like, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, so but we're the only people to have been in here in 1,000 years, and this person seems to have seen us coming. I don't think we can pass this on.
I think if we did, we'd probably be dooming the world to eternal darkness.
Can I?
Did we already do that? Is that us?
But I don't want
Give
to see dead
me-
people.
Give me a wisdom.
Another one?
Yeah.
think Clary's
Again,
having-
that is a 15.
Okay. So you don't succumb to whatever panic that
Can I,
was.
reach in,
Crisis of courage
my
here.
hand's, hovering just over the pearls?
Okay.
I will move my hand down next to hers. Over
It's
another
fine, I
one.
don't close it.
I just want to know if they react differently to,
No.
I think
They're
we
just
each
sitting
take
there.
I think
one.
we each take one. I pick one up.
Does anything
pick
happen
one
if
You are now holding a barrel.
And I am very dramatic about it. No, I don't.
I hold it
I
out
have-
to Andy and
I take my
Clary.
little coin pouch, which I just sort of have on my belt, but it's not full of anything, and I just place it in there and I tie it closed.
Clary extremely reluctantly does the same. I mean, it is shiny and nice to look at.
Andy?
Well, I think she's not going to put it away until Andy does. Until, she sees Andy.
Look, worst case scenario, we just got a shiny pearl. Worst case scenario, we were chosen for a prophecy.
I don't want to be chosen for a prophecy. Actually, my parents would probably like that. But that's a lot of stress.
But I don't want to be chosen for a prophecy.
I
I
don't
mean-
think prophecy's clear what you want.
Yes.
I'm busy.
With what?
Stuff?
I'm busy. There. Says the 10-year-old.
Yeah.
I just got a lot
Excuse
going
me,
on.
Clary
right
has
now.
very packed days, wandering around in the woods, just
Okay.
hanging out.
So I am
really.
gonna put the box in my bag as well.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take the
absolutely.
holding box.
I'm gonna
If you don't want to keep the pearls, I can keep them for now, but I'm taking the box.
I'm gonna take.
We'll just hang
while
on
I'm
to our
holding
pearls.
The pearl, I'm gonna
We're
take
gonna-
out my rock again. And I'm gonna cast again
Ooh.
and see if they respond to the magic light at all.
No.
But they still keep glowing.
Yeah, and it's not a really obvious glow. It's very faint.
Okay, while my light is still up, I'm gonna go over to the edge of the well and shine it.
What does it smell like down there? Are there any vapors? Does it smell like old water? Like evil well?
Give me a perception check. Are all of you gonna go like to the edge of the
Yeah,
well
I'm
now?
out.
Look.
That's a 3. Well, a 4, but
13.
Perception?
Yeah.
Nah, I only got a 7.
yeah, I think Clary's
Perception.
distracted by her pearl.
Not one.
Ah. So what do we get for perception?
4.
4.
7.
Not one.
That one.
13.
13. Andy, I think looking over, you like hold your arm out and look down. The well's only about 7 feet deep. It is, you look down, you see the cracked mosaic lying on the ground.
Is it dry?
It is. The well is dry. There's no water in
Oh,
it.
okay.
Okay.
You see the cracked mosaic. You can't really see, you didn't really like take a look at what the mosaic was. It appears to just sort of be like a smattering of like vibrant colors and like silver and gold and purples and reds and blues, just sort of like in a eclectic pattern of things. And looking down, you don't really smell anything. You don't really feel anything. But I think as you like look down, you know that like sensation of like when you stare into the dark and it feels like what you're looking at just keeps getting darker and like the edges of your vision like get brighter. I think that's kind of like Andy, like what you experience as you hold that out and you like stare at the bottom of the well. It looks like the bottom, like where you're staring at, just keeps getting darker, but the edges of your vision, like where you see like the edge of the wells, keeps getting brighter. And this lasts for like a couple of seconds until you look away.
I would like to do an insight check on Andy.
Would the mosaic
Ooh.
count?
Does it count if it bonked Rowan's hand? Can I call interference and reroll it? Because it's not good.
Adrien.
If I let you do that, to let everyone do that.
It's fine. In that case, it's a 7.
I'm not like really trying. What are you looking for?
I don't know. Just to see if you're affected in any way by looking at the creepy water.
Well, there is no water in the...
There's
Or the
no
creepy
no
well.
Yeah,
The
it's
creepy well.
completely-
I want to keep looking. As soon as I notice that happening, I want to keep looking until either it stops doing that or until all of the dark is gone.
So that's not how that sensation of staring works. Because like, have you never sat in a dark room?
No, I have no idea what you're
It's like
describing.
someone is turning up the contrast on
yeah.
the image.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so that
Oh,
it's
okay.
not
It's
really.
not like actually darkening.
It's not actually darkening. It's just like turning like the contrast.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
It's just like a weird visual sensation.
Cool.
I feel like with a 7, I'm like, Andy seems fine.
Would the mosaic be considered gilded?
Are you asking me, the DM, or
Did
are
anyone
you,
see what it
Yarrow,
looks
asking
like?
to make a check
I'm
to
asking
make
to
that
make a
decision?
check.
I definitely see gold.
You see gold?
What
In
would
there?
that even
And
be
it described
considered?
gold.
Because what
Fun.
if the well was the cage?
Yeah, the
And we
mosaic.
broke it.
Yeah, the mosaic was a varieties of like gold, silver, bronze, blue, reds, yellows, like
Yeah,
just
I would call
various
that
different
gilded.
colors.
But it wasn't like a cage, right? There weren't holes in it. I mean, there's a hole now.
Clary. Clary,
No.
please.
Well, it's just so literal. And then this is clearly a well
I
and not a
have-
cage.
And
Multiple
a
things can be
question
used
that
as
pairs with
cages.
that.
Yes.
Did any of the tiles fall face down?
How did this?
Like, because it just crumbles.
So it,
You would
yeah,
have
so
to,
it,
right?
yeah,
Yeah,
so
they
it,
would
so
have
it
to.
got
Okay.
knocked. Yeah, so it got knocked, and like when it got knocked, it like slid enough
I
that
guess
there,
it would be unnatural.
that
if
there-
it didn't.
yeah,
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
was a crack on it, And when when it cracked down the middle, it sort of like fell
So we can see
in.
the backs of the tiles.
Yeah, some of the tiles.
So my related question to this is: do the backs of the tiles match the faces of the tiles? Because if it's gilded, it's just put on top. It's not solid.
The back of the tile is a slab of stone.
Oh.
I think we did a bad thing.
Wait,
Wow.
how are we supposed to be the people who who saved who
Very-
fight the darkness if we're the ones who caused it to?
I mean, I think it does kind
That's
of
sort of
say
how it
we
goes.
unleashed
It does say that.
Yeah.
It says both.
Oops,
Guys, I think we need to
Henry.
get back.
Everybody give me right now insight checks on yourself or arcana checks on yourselves.
I give an
Ooh.
insight.
Oh,
This is
19.
this is to assuage fears.
I got an 11 on that. But I don't think, honestly, Henry was all that worried.
Insight in this case is a 15.
Okay.
I really don't think
Were you
Henry
doing
was all
insight
that
or
worried.
arcana?
insight 19.
Okay.
23 insight on myself.
Okay.
I'm very in touch with my
All of
own.
all of you who got it above a 10 on insight for this.
We are
Come to this realization as like you're like going back and forth like, oh my god, what do we do? You're like, nothing's actually changed.
That we know of.
You're like, yes. You're like, I'm
We're
the
in
same.
basement.
I'm the same. You're the same. The
We're
mosaic.
also 15 years older.
The mosaic cracked, but you know, not even like when you saw the mirror and like things happened, like nothing happened. There was no like indication that anything was going on. The mosaic just
I
cracked.
mean, I saw the guy.
But that
was
was
in the
before.
mirror.
That was in the
wasn't
mirror.
That wasn't here.
Here.
You've seen nothing here. So I think that's just like an insight check to be like, okay, as like all of you are quickly spiraling into are we evil now? I think that like, you come to the realization that like, no, okay, like nothing here has really changed.
At that point, I'm just going to walk over to the magic items at this point. We should pack up and go. We've been here a while.
What I will say as the DM, if you want, you can take
Henry wants
at
an
least
item.
one of the items.
Only one?
Each person can take one. You guys don't have like too much space with
They're
you.
so small.
Can Henry?
Not all of them. So everybody can kind of like
Can I
pick
take two
one.
smalls?
No.
Can I roll a check again, kind of on Henry?
Okay.
Because throughout the forest, we had those moments of fear and the
Okay.
cold. And when we first opened the door, you specifically mentioned that, like, Henry kind of did feel this warmth.
Uh-huh.
And I'm thinking that throughout all of this, like, the person that this is directs, like, which item I'm taking.
Okay.
We've gotten to know Terfalon. Terfalon. Pretty well. How... I guess my
Pretty well.
question is, like, how... But, like, he's the one that's been guiding us in all intents and purposes. I think that Henry is very much convinced that, like, we are the people that he foresaw coming. Is that warmth still there?
Yes.
I take the crystal ball.
Ooh.
I was going for that.
I was also gonna do
None of you are
initiative.
considering the sword?
No, it's okay.
Is a short sword? Can you use a short sword with dex? Or do you need some strength with it?
It's not a.
It's
I
not.
don't
Okay.
think-
No,
I don't-
short sword
is
has
it-
to be dex, right?
I think. Hang on.
Well,
It's dex.
Let me check.
yeah. Because, like, if
Because I think
y'all
it's a simple weapon,
didn't want it.
which are all strength based.
Weird.
Short sword. No, it's a martial melee.
Martial melee.
So it is finesse. So you can
Yeah.
use strength
Yes,
or
you can use
dexterity.
Yes, I would love
You take the sword?
the short sword.
Okay,
If
so you
you're
take
calling dibs on.
So you
I
take
was
the
going
short
to.
sword engraved with,
Because I was going for it for the exact same reason
where the
as well.
did it go?
Of
Wait,
the
so
Well,
you,
I don't know. Maybe that was a hasty. Maybe that was a hasty decision,
I
but
will instead do it.
that's something that I can see being useful.
I
Can actually, I never did know I did do Arcana checks on those things. So
I did a very good arcana.
you did a very, and I did a not
Very
so
bad
good.
one.
Yeah, but I'm sure that Yarrow told everybody
I
what
did.
they
Yeah,
found.
because I'm thinking about like,
Do you want the crystal ball?
Let me look at the others.
yeah, like okay, short sword is something that Clary like could use, but like I'm trying to think about how could she, what would she want of the other ones?
I think the thing is, Yarrow's trained instinct is to go for the intricate brooch, and doesn't. I think because that's too what she knows, and I think she wants to remember this being different.
So we'll kind of go. Everybody kind of think about it. Who is like the
Okay.
best idea?
I
take
do.
it.
I
Yeah.
also have a decent
Okay,
idea.
so we'll start with Henry. Henry takes.
Because of that connection to Turfalon, and I very much do believe this. I can't say his name.
Turfalin.
Turfalon. And I think very
Teflon.
much because, like, Henry, this prophecy is kind of Henry's way out. This person is seeing, if this is her in this poem, it is everything that she dreams of being, and that her mother has always said she couldn't be. And I really do feel that connection to what he sees, to what she thinks he's seeing in her, makes it so important to her. In this moment is like a defining moment of who she wants to be in this time and place where she is defining her own being.
Okay. So you take the crystal ball. Andy.
Andy has 2 magic rocks that need a house. I'm gonna take the bag.
Ooh,
Okay.
That's a cute way to put it.
yeah.
I'm so torn.
I've got like 2 things that I'm thinking about right now.
I'm between.
Let me know when you're gonna put the balls in the bag.
Yeah, because you're gonna open it up, and it has a conjuration
No, I'm
energy.
gonna take the bag with the intent of putting.
I've told you it has conjuration energy.
And then I'm going to open it and like check it out and make sure it's not gonna eat me.
Okay. You open the bag. You just want to do that? Are you guys still thinking?
Yes.
I'm surprised that you didn't
Okay.
take the shield just because of your whole like,
Yeah.
the
I-
crushing
like
weight
it
of
better.
responsibility.
Yeah, I will
For
say
the
once you
10-year-old
take
has.
something, go with it. Like, don't change. Once you say like,
I know.
I'm doing this.
That's why I'm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Andy, you open up the bag, and you go to like put something in, or you look inside. There's something like there's like something like kind of indescribable, and like you don't really know what it is. Like already in the bag.
I think I know. I think I, Meta, know what this object is. I'm gonna reach in and pull it out.
You pull it out, and can you roll a d8 for me?
Yes, this is
Oh,
exactly what I
boy.
think it is.
Is this a bag
One.
of many things?
You pull something out, and you open your hand, and there is sort of like a little rush of magic, and you find yourself holding a weasel.
Hello!
Which
Yarrow
like
sees that?
scurries up your arm and like around your shoulders, and then jumps to the ground and sort of snuffles around,
Oh,
and then
it's a
comes
baby!
back and climbs up your pants, tries to get up your pants, like.
Clary is just in love.
I know.
I'm gonna.
We all wish we'd taken the
I'm
bag.
gonna
Yeah.
sit down and pet the weasel. Hello.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to find a new bag for my rocks.
Okay. Would you like to talk through your thought process
Sure.
first? Because that's where you were.
So I think Clary's probably torn between the sword and the carved stone bird.
That's one of the ones I'm also considering.
Okay,
I'm
and-
between 3.
Okay. Because Clary, the bird, I mean, she likes an animal shape. This is like the kind of neat trinket that she would just pick up and carry around normally. I think the carved stone bird sort of represents like who she has been, and the sword is sort of like who she finds herself becoming. You know, like the sword is this new thing that she finds herself maybe good at, and so I don't know. I'm thinking about those 2 things and what they might represent to her, but I'm not. I would like to hear
Yeah.
like
The
your
bird
reasons.
is simply because I want an animal friend. However, there's the main 2 I'm between. are the chain with the medallion, with the illusion magic, and the child's toy. I think for the illusion magic and the medallion, it's something Yarrow could keep on her. It's something she could always have as this reminder. It has a power to it. It has magic. That's what she loves. Like, she's so interested in that stuff. And then I think she really recognizes a lonely kid. And sees...
I will note, the toy is the only thing that doesn't have any kind of magic.
It's the only one that's non-magical.
It's got its little soldier friend.
Well, now it does.
Now it does.
That's true.
You can take it
But
home.
recognizes, like, that connection there. And ever since we heard the story, I think has been thinking about that 8th brother the most. Well, of course he drank from it. He wanted the power. He wanted power so that he could do things. He needed that in order to do anything he wanted. He needed power, but she feels bad for him. And kind of doesn't quite relate to him at this point because she's never done anything super power hungry, but she understands that urge and that instinct of wanting something she doesn't have and being surrounded by these talented people and not having it. And so I think part of her really connects to that. But she also, on that same note, wants that magic, which the medallion would give.
In this kind of moment, does Yarrow think back to the vision in the mirror?
I do.
What does that mean for Yarrow? As Yarrow thinks back and remembers that spiral fracturing into 100 different images, some of which looked like you and some of which didn't. Just hundreds of different people.
Yarrow doesn't really know what to do with that. And sort of thinks about why was mine different? What is it about me? Why am I always the one that's different?
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
13.
Okay. So, on a 13, you don't succumb to, existential dread of a 12-year-old.
She's got a lot of that.
So what
does it mean?
What does it mean?
I think she starts to realize a little bit, not quite with the objects, just that there is something off. Something feels weird in herself a bit. And she doesn't really know what to make of that.
Okay. So what object does Yarrow want?
Yeah, this is really difficult.
I don't know. What are you thinking?
Again, it's between I don't know, because I think the sword was my first instinct, because it's this is, Clary's sort of adventuring thing that she's, learning how to do, but then it's, I don't know, does it really go with her? And maybe, yeah, I think we'll do the sword. I think we'll stop overthinking and go with her impulse, at least.
I think...
You take the somewhat tarnished short sword with that inscription on it.
This sounds like a lot of destiny. Well,
yeah, that sort of inscription that sort of glows in the light of the torches. A final blow will shine the light as my wielder dear ends this blight.
Yarrow.
Clary suddenly is
Never mind. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Once again, this appears to be more of a reference, perhaps, to things it has done in the memorial sense.
It's a lot for Clary to take on. She was like, cool sword. I like sword. I like to do sword.
Yarrow. I went through this whole castle being like, I want a cool magic item. And Yarrow takes the doll.
Here, you pick. Do you take Andy's doll too, or do you leave Andy's doll in its
No, I
place?
leave it as like a little peace offering behind.
So you leave Andy's doll in its place, but you take the little, much older little wooden soldier.
Take it very carefully. And I don't have anywhere to put it where it won't get crushed. So I just take a little string and I tie it to my belt.
Okay. And that is where we will end episode 6 of The Hallowed Dark, Act 1, The Years of Light. See you next time.
I'm a little disturbed that we took the gifts from the eldest brother and the youngest brother.